world of dictators. One man rose, not to rule, but to serve. He refused a salary, sold the government fleet, and rode a bicycle to work. But his honesty? It was dangerous. And it got him killed. Born in 1949 in Upper Volta, now known as Burkina Faso, Thomas Sankara didn't grow up with power or privilege. But what he did have was a fire. A fire for justice, for freedom, and for Africa. He joined the military at 19. Not to fight for colonizers, but to understand how power works. And by 33, he was ready to change the system. In 1983, a coup brought him to power. But this wasn't just another African coup. No Swiss accounts. No gold watches. No private jets. He changed the country's name to Burkina Faso, land of the upright people. And he meant it. He slashed his own salary. He forced ministers to use bicycles. He sold the government's Mercedes-Benz fleet. He wore the same simple uniform every day. Not for show, but to prove that leadership is service. Sankara's revolution was not in blood. It was in ideas. He planted 10 million trees to stop desertification. He built railways without foreign aid. He vaccinated 2.5 million children. In just 1 week. Women? He gave them land. Banned forced marriages. Appointed them to top government positions. He didn't beg from the West. He told Africa to stand tall. To produce what it consumes. And to consume what it produces. But when you fight corruption, corruption fights back. Foreign powers hated him. So did African elites. Why? Because he made them look small. Because he exposed their greed. Because he refused to be bought. But some in his own circle wanted power more than justice. Including his closest friend. October 15, 1987. Thomas Sankara walked into a meeting. And never walked out. He was shot 12 times. By men led by Blaise Compaoré. His best friend, turned betrayer. His body was buried in a shallow grave. No ceremony. No justice. But you can't bury truth. And you can't kill a dream. Today, across Africa, young people still chant his name. Artists paint his face. Leaders quote his words. In 2021, 34 years after his death, Blaise Compaoré was finally convicted. But Sankara? He was already immortal. Thomas Sankara didn't die a millionaire. He died a legend. No palaces. No private jets. Just a dream for Africa. If you believe in leaders who serve, if you believe in Africa rising, then share this story. Like, comment, and subscribe. Because legends and truth will always tell you the stories they don't want you to hear.